Is it sane? Is it possible? Still I ask myself, are we, am I? In our game, it's not logical, but you contemplate, are we, am I?
The games matter now. Canada had an automatic berth to this portion of the bracket on the women's side, but now it's an elimination game. Canada needs to take care of business today against Germany, or they are going home. It's serious. This is it. These are the games that matter the most, and we are here, and it's fun, and I'm so happy that you are here with me today on Saturday. What do we call this? Midday? It's not quite morning anymore. It's 10:30 on the East Coast. Not even coast. It's 10:30 in Toronto. So we don't really call it morning. I guess anybody west of me, it's still morning for you. Anybody east of me, you're like having your day right now. It's Valentine's Day too. There's a lot of red on the screen because of Canada, but there's also a lot of red on the screen for everybody who is having a great Valentine's Day out there, which I hope is all of you. And if you don't have anybody today on Valentine's Day, welcome. Everybody in the chat will be your Valentine today. We have a super chat nice and early. This super chat is from Bat Flips and Birdie Putts. Stream 2 of 3 today. Let's go, Canada. Was anybody up early to watch Adam? Or maybe it's not even early for you if you're in like Europe or something. Was anybody up watching Adam stream at like 6 a.m. this morning? I was not watching that one. I was in my bed sleeping. So let me know how it goes, how it went. If you were up watching, was it fun? Oh, Infinity Fire says Adam absolutely rocked the stream this morning. Yeah, he has a lot of fun with those. Emo Jalapeno says yes, sir. Rompo Fodder says it was fun, great game. Matthew was up with, a lot of you were up with Adam. Yo, shout out you guys for being up so early. Wow. Very impressive for you to be up that early and then be hanging around right now. We appreciate you. If anybody's doing the trifecta today, congratulations. You get my love and praise on this Valentine's Day for doing the trifecta, which would be Adam at 6, me at 10:30 now, and then Adam again at 3:10 later today. That'll be fun. He's going to get some sleep right now because his voice. we got a comment here. A Cure Bet says we were up, his voice wasn't. Yeah, Adam's voice is dying. It's slowly fading away into the ether, like Sheldon Keefe floating off from Toronto to New Jersey. So hopefully his voice just kind of holds up, you know? Hopefully it's just there by the end. It doesn't have to be full strength, but I'm hoping that it's just kind of there by the time we roll around to the bronze medal game that he will be doing, because Steve will be on the gold medal game, and then we'll have Adam on the bronze medal game there, where hopefully, Canada's not playing in that. We know Canada's not going to be playing in that one. Emrance Mashmeyer is going to be the starting goaltender for this game for Team Canada. They've gone away from Anne-Renee Desbiens, giving her a little game off. I don't know if they'll go back to her for the semifinals. But right now, the net is Emrance Mashmeyers against Germany. Lonely Plucker says, I'll be here for all three. Sorry, guys. Don't be sorry. Thank you for being here for all of these games that we are streaming throughout these Olympics. Marie-Philippe Poulin is indeed back in the lineup. She hasn't played since last week, suffering an injury, lower body, earlier in the tourney in game number 2. And they've held her out since. This is going to change the lineup for Team Canada. It's going to move Natalie Spooner back to her place on the 13th forward. It's going to be Daryl Watts, MPP, and Sarah Fillier on that top line. We are almost here at puck drop. James, I need to get to your super chat here right after they drop the puck for the quarter. Oh, no, fake puck drop. Fake puck drop by the linesman, by the referee. Fake puck dropped on the opening draw. We have drama. We are now underway, though, thankfully. They've stopped on the second drop. We got a real puck drop. All right, James. James says, want to shout out Fiala. Poor guy had surgery on his leg and has officially been announced out for the season. Thoughts with him? That's rough. I was so uncomfortable watching that last night. It was, you don't ever want to see that. That's the last thing you want to see happen at any sporting event you're watching. Just a guy go down, stretcher come out. He's playing for his country. He's been such a great ambassador for his country too. He's always played for his team when the opportunity arises. And for him to go down like that, for being such a great national guy, and then now he's going to have to miss the regular season of the NHL and the rest of the Olympics. And that looked like a really bad break, in the leg. It was, couldn't even turn around to get on that stretcher. I felt so bad for Fiala. Good dude, did not deserve any of that. And it was such an accident, too. Like, nobody was being reckless in that incident. Tom Wilson, they just got kind of tangled up. They both fall, and all of a sudden, his season's over. Ugh, sucks. Stick taps for sure. Here's a break here. There's Emma Malte coming up in the rush, trying to find a player in front. They squeeze it through! Quick one that's Brianne Jenner tapping it right past the goalie. Is that right through the wickets? 5-hole? Emma Malte creating by herself. We have an early goal for Canada. I was not expecting that one. Emma Malte, like I said, making that happen on her own. Carrying the puck through the neutral zone. Brianne Jenner follows. Sarah Nurse does a great job on a little bit of a screen there on that pass, and no one notices Jenner backdoor. Malte with the assist. Sophie Jakes with an assist too, who fed Malte, who then rushed it all the way up from blue line to the other blue line to then find Jenner, who does a little stop up and directs it into the back of the net. It is 1-0 Canada. Early start. Fantastic stuff here from Team Canada. Goal on the board. It's 1-0. That's what we like to see, right? That's what we like to see. That is all Malte, as Matt says. That is friend of the show, Emma Malte. First shot of the game by Jenner, by Team Canada, goes in the back of the net. 1-0 on one shot. Beautiful. This is what we want. We want domination today. We want them to dominate. We want them to head to the semis with all of the confidence that they can take care of business there. And then when they face the Americans, most likely in the finals, they'll be rolling. We'll see how it goes. But we got to get through this one here today. Great start. Shout out Chance, who said, I just woke up 2 minutes ago and it's 1-0 Canada. That's correct. Germany here trying to get the puck past center ice. They cannot do it as Canada steps up and steals that and sends it the other way and dumps it down deep. But they go for a change after that dump. And Germany's going to feed the puck up the ice, and they can't complete the long pass. Canada can't feed it back to the offensive zone. We got a little back and forth action in the neutral zone here. Does everybody have breakfast already? The guy on your screen right now, Jesse, me, not a breakfast guy. Had my coffee for breakfast. I'm going to get another cup at intermission. Let me know what you had for breakfast, though, because I'm interested in your breakfasts. And we'll read them out as it is after breakfast time here on the Eastern time zone. Frosted mini wheats. we got someone cracking a beer, and we got a penalty here. That's going to be a call. Aaron Ambrose gets checked from behind. I'm not even going to try and say this here. Schiefer? 16 on Germany. Her last name Schiefer, I believe. I'm so bad with these names. Illegal hit on Schiefer. Breakfast burrito. Donut and cookies. You guys, a lot of breakfasts. Bloody Mary breakfast from Stormberg. Canada here on this power play. MPP's sitting in her spot. They try and feed her. They can't do it. Puck goes back up to the blue line. There's Renata Fast. There's Daryl Watts dancing to the slot. They try and find someone out front. They can't do it. Germany takes down the Canadian defender, and they're on a breakaway. MPP comes back and makes the play. Well done. Emmerich Mashmeyer doesn't really have to make a save because Captain Canada comes back and makes a nice little stick play as the German player could not get free on the breakaway. Did not have the speed, or had speed, but MPP had more. Canada here having trouble again. Shorthanded. Germany's taking the puck the other way. They can't get a shot off. There's a turnover in front. Mashmeyer makes a little save there. My goodness, Canada's looking ugly on this power play. A couple shorthanded opportunities. Wow. Germany threatening on the PK. Wow. That was Kuga with the breakaway. Legs a little tired, could not get the full break. And Canada saved that one. 22 seconds here left on this power play. We'll get back to your breakfasts real quick here, as there is a offside call with 8 seconds left in this power play. Paul had black pudding and bacon with beans. Ew. For breakfast? Ooh, we got a super chat here. Thank you, Bat Flips and Birdie Putts, for the super chat. You right. I disagreed big time with your breakfast sucks take on the pod, LOL. It was hot take a palooza. It's a hot take for a reason. Most people enjoy breakfast. I am the outlier with my hot take. That, nobody needs breakfast. Canada is not going to convert on this power play as the time expires. The German player comes out of the box, and we are back to 5-on-5 action. But Canada's threatening here at 5-on-5. That's Jocelyn Larocque with a pass over the other side. Ella Shelton shoots the puck, and it hits a German player, and we have a stoppage in play here. All right. Brendan's breakfast this morning. Bacon, eggs, chocolate croissants, and a gallon of coffee. Brendan, you really went to town there. Matthew had eggs over easy, toast, and sausage. Emo Jalapenos cracking a cold one. Let's go. Hold on. Round of applause. Little confetti there for Emo Jalapeno, who's always hanging out on our live streams. We appreciate Emo Jalapeno. I was asked there about if I had a soccer team. Is that what you were asking? Somebody asked if I had a soccer team, Man U. Emo Jalapeno says, just joking. Good. It's a little early to be cracking a cold one. I don't have an EPL team. No, that's not a thing. I don't watch European football. Is that mean to Europeans if I call it European football? Because we have American football. If I call yours the European football, is that a bad term? I don't watch that. It's like my one blind spot in sports. I don't wake up on Saturdays and tune into Barcelona and those Man U and the other Manchester and Birmingham, whatever you got over there in London. All those things you have. I don't watch that. 13. Oh, we got to reset that clock there. Stop here for another face-off draw in the offensive zone here for Canada. They win it back. If you are tuning in right now, I would appreciate a like on this video. I would appreciate even more a sub on the channel. Tune in to Adam Wild streaming later today. He already streamed at 6 a.m. this morning, and he'll be back here at SDPN to stream at 3 o'clock. So we got streams all day long. This is number 2 of 3 on the channel. We'll be streaming all the Olympic Games as we have been so far this tourney. Here's Germany. Nice little play out in front. German player can't get anything to the net as Maschmeyer has perfect positioning. Good stuff there, and Canada's able to clear the puck there. Remember, this is a quarterfinal game. This game matters because if you lose, you go home. Your tournament is over. We are no longer in the fun woo, let's have a good time stage of the tourney where Canada automatically gets a berth to this portion. We are in this portion where they need to win. That's Jen Gardner with a shot on goal. And I'm going to try this. I think this is the first time I've tried to say this, right? Abstrider with a little bit of a glove save. Any Germans in the chat? Sandra Abstrider, she plays for PWHL Montreal, is in net for Germany today. She's done a good job so far. Only 4 shots on goal, but she's been solid in her positioning. That one goal by Brianne Jenner, you can't fault her on that. That's bad defense, I'd say, from the German squad. Here's MPP's top line of Philippe Watts and Marie-Philippe Poulin. Canada does not dump. We got a little drive down into the zone by Sophie Jakes. I expected her to just dump that puck when she got to center ice, and then she kept going, and then she reached the blue line, she kept going, and then she has a little board battle at the bottom, and finally she retreats to her defensive position. But Sophie Jakes doing it all by herself, looking like Renata Fast out there. Laura Stacey trying to get the wraparound chance, can't fully complete the wraparound. The net was open, but Laura Stacey can't quite get her stick around the corner to get that thing into the back of the net. Great chance there by Canada. That whole thing was started by that rush by Sophie Jakes. Great stuff. Canada's looking really good so far in this game. Bat Flips and Birdie Putt says, subscribe if you can, everyone. The pod is fantastic. Great in-depth hockey takes, very insightful, and the VIPs are gut-busting. Thank you. I appreciate that, Bat Flips and Birdie Putts. I'm going to give you a little confetti on the screen right now. If you subscribe to SDP VIP, you get an extra episode of the Steve Dangle podcast every single week. And in that episode, we talk about a lot of non-hockey stuff. We do a little pop culture. We do some other sports. And we just have a lot of fun. It's a good time, those SDP VIPs. Some of my favorite content we make. Here's Canada threatening again. Send it up to the blue line. Good little cycle here. They're looking for a crisp pass to make a play, but they lose the puck. Kristen O'Neill trying to feed it back, can't find anybody, and they lose the puck, but Germany ices it. And we're going back to the other end. Ostino says, Jesse, give us the dancing animals. Hey, dancing raccoons coming out next time Canada scores. How about that one? Next time Canada scores, we see the dancing raccoon. Renata fast behind the net, trying to find somebody in front. Can't do it. Nobody's home. But good little chance there. Julia Gosling sitting out in front of the net. Keep an eye on that. She might have a good tip opportunity. And there's the shot from the blue line. Julia Gosling waves at it. Can't quite tip it down. I saw it coming. You could see LaRock sitting at the blue line, trying to find Julia Gosling in front for that little tip, but she couldn't quite make contact with it. That would have been real nice. That would have been real nice. Abstrider, though, makes that save. What's the score in the other game right now? The Finland-Italy game? Someone said Finland is absolutely killing Italy. What's the score? 3-0. Thank you. Thank you, chat. The game verse says 3-0. How far into that game are we? I don't have it up. You know, we're locked into Canada. 3-0 Finland. Thank you, Travis O'Halloran. Let me give a good sip of water. If you weren't here earlier, yes, Marie-Philippe Poulin is back in action. They're showing a little replay of her play so far. I've liked what I've seen from Canada. They've definitely had their opportunities here. They're playing a solid game. The power play was iffy, but that's the only misstep they've had so far. They drop the puck here after that icing. Canada loses this faceoff as Germany comes the other way, but Canada's able to steal that puck back. We have a super chat here from Malak, 40K, who says, love the pod, Jesse. Want to mention this regarding Sam Hallam. Oh, back, buddy. Sam Hallam. Rikard Gronberg is returning as head coach for Sweden next year. Legendary coach. So is Mr. Hallam fired? Is that what's happening? Because I would love that. He has been destroying the Sweden program at these Olympics. They look awful. They won today 5-3, but they needed to win by 3+ goals to keep their chances of not being in that little play-in bracket, and they couldn't do it. So it was essentially a loss today, even though they won. Canada playing real solid defense here. Only 3 shots on goal for Germany. Black Betty got a job. Bam a lamp. Oh, let's oh yeah, no, clock's good. Germany once again, you know, they get to that blue line and Canada's defense just steps up. It's the same thing Canada did last game, where they know their skill level can't compare. You know, their opponent's skill level can't compare in terms of just carrying the puck over that blue line. And Canada steps up each time, their defensemen, and they're able to stop the rush. It's been very effective for them. If you're Germany, you want to see more dump and chase. That's how you're going to beat this Canadian team right now, or that's how you're going to get some chances. Or, like how we saw on that PK, you're going to want to just get opportunities where you're catching Canada slipping. You can get something quickly off the rush. But this thing where you're setting up in your own zone and you're trying to throw a pass out to center and break out and you're trying to play this really structured hockey, that's not going to work. Canada, they're able to shut this down. They've been doing it for 2 games now. Like, once again, right there, Germany's behind their net. They throw a pass to center ice. The player there can't get it. Canada is able to squeak it loose and look at them go back the other way. That's the whole game for Germany right now, and they need to stop and try something different, or this is going to be a rout for Canada, which, you know, let your opponent make the mistakes. I'm not going to complain. Canada's got the puck in the offensive zone right here. Email Jalapeno, yes, I am standing. I like doing the stream standing. Sitting for too long. I sit so much, like during the podcast, we sit for 2 hours. And then when I got to like do emails and edit videos and all that stuff, you're sitting down. So at least during the streams, I have the option to stand up, and it's nice. I get to bounce around. I get to watch the game right in front of me there, eye level. It's good. I feel like it's good for me. Poulin trying to keep the puck in the zone there for Canada. Can't hold on to it. They turn back the other way, Canada does. There's a shot by Canada. Abstrider makes a save. Sarah Fillier goes back to retrieve that puck at the other end of the ice, but it's up and over the glass, and we have a stoppage of play here. Old Slick travels. Happy Valentine's Day to you as well. Oh, that was icing when Sarah Fillier went to go back and retrieve it. So the face-offs at the other end here. Puck squeaks back to the other side. Jocelyn Larocque goes back to retrieve it. Renata Fast dancing. Renata Fast is the Cale Makar of the P-dub. If anybody wants the equivalent of what Renata Fast is, she's so good. She might be my favorite player. Taylor Heisey, too, maybe my favorite player. I don't know if I have one favorite. I just have players I love watching. Renata Fast, Taylor Heisey, Abby Murphy. I don't watch a lot of women's NCAA, but like the highlights, when she's on a highlight reel, she's always doing something special. And like this tournament's been fun. If you watch the USA women's games, seeing Abby Murphy out there, just being creative, having fun. She dominated Canada. Emma Malte, friend of the show also, because of her energy. No one has more energy than Malte. I've said this I'm probably a broken record with my Emma Malte praise, but it's like Crosby praise. Not in the same way of the greatness side, but in the same way of how fun it is to enjoy this person and watch them on your team, like with Team Canada for Crosby and just his greatness overall and watching him play hockey. Emma Malte, I have that same love for her where it's just like, it's fun to watch her play hockey. If you're a fan of the sport, that's somebody you want to watch play the sport. You know, with the energy she brings, with the attitude she has on the ice. It's so cool. And Crosby, if we can go back to Crosby praise, Sidney Crosby's greatness, it needs to be appreciated while he's still here, and you can appreciate all the greatness. You know, you never can give enough praise to the greatest we have in these games, and Sidney Crosby all the time deserves that praise. By the way, we have Crosby with us here today. Here is Sid the Kid hanging out. I was saying, what was it, first stream? I think it was. Robert, you were here for that. I was saying they need to add Sidney Crosby's beard to the McFarlane toys. So I don't know if you can kind of see it there, but he doesn't have his beard. And even in this picture, he has the beard. And I feel like he has the beard so much now that the beard needs to be on the toys. He's a beard guy now. He's not blank face Sid the Kid anymore. He's beard Crosby. So I feel like McFarlane, I'll send them a note. Hey, get Crosby's beard on the toys. We need Crosby's beard. That's my only note. Yo, Lonely Plucker said, paint it on, be a man. I wonder if I'll see if that's one I can open, because a lot of those are going to be giveaways for you guys listening and watching the stream right now. We're going to be giving those to you on Steve's streams. So I don't know if I'm allowed to open that one. Emma Malte there on the ice with Sarah Nurse. We love to see her crash the zone there, bring that puck in. Puck goes back out to center ice, though. Claire Thompson can't retrieve that pass. And Germany is going to try and go the other way, which they can't do because they haven't been able to do it all game long. Here comes Kristen O'Neill. Thompson. Oh, my gosh. That's a goal. Claire Thompson fires it past the German goaltender from the blue line. How did that go in? Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not good, people. Abstrider, you're going to want that one back. I'm telling you. Ooh, boy. You're talking about being shocked from a goal. Claire Thompson just shooting it from the blue line. Canada goal. Let's get that on the screen. My goodness. You talk about throwing one on net. Kristen O'Neill brings the puck in. Does a little circle back. Finds Claire Thompson at the blue line, who just throws she wasn't shooting to score, people. She wasn't shooting to score. And I did promise you a dancing raccoon. So we will get that on the screen for you. But 1 second for the Claire Thompson dribbler that Abstrider just does not see. I'd love an answer on what went wrong there from her perspective. All right, let's get this up for you. Canada goal one more time. And let's bring him out. Let's bring out. There he is. Do the twirl. We love the twirl. Oh, yeah, there it is again. There is the twirl. 2-0 Canada on the Claire Thompson C&I shot. Pucks along the boards here. Emma Malte trying to, Brianne Jenner and Malte trying to dig the puck out of the boards. They can't do it. Oh, finally squirts loose. And there's Kristen O'Neill. Sorry, that's 42. Claire Thompson with the shot. And there's a save. Claire Thompson has a shot there. Probably thought, you know what? It worked one time. Why not just try it again? Throw this puck on net. This time it does not sneak through. So Claire Thompson does not get another dribbler past the goaltender, and we are back in action here. Less than 90 seconds remaining now in the first period. Great start for Team Canada. I've loved the defense they're playing. You know, we always talk about scoring and offense and everything, and it goes really underappreciated when a team is just playing really solidly in the neutral zone, and they're not allowing Germany to get anything through. When Germany's trying to break out from behind their net in like a standard way and not play kind of more back and forth off the rush hockey, they can't complete passes. It hasn't really been close right now in this 2-0 game where shots are 10-3. Solid performance by Canada. Solid performance by Maschmeyer in net, too. She hasn't had to be busy, but when she has been, she's been solid on these 3 shots. MPP, it's been nice to see her back. She does not look like she has missed a step. If you have missed it, she is back in the lineup. She is healthy, once again, as healthy as she can be to play this game. This is a quarterfinal matchup, so Canada does need to win to advance. If they lose this game, they are going home. But they are not losing right now. With 30 seconds left in the first period, they are up 2-0 and have dominated Germany. At intermission here with 20 seconds, I am going to be opening Team Canada Tim Hortons hockey cards. They're available at your local Tim Hortons if you are in Canada. If you're American and you've got a Tim Hortons, maybe you live in like upstate New York, I don't think you're going to have these. They're Team Canada cards. Oh, they're going to pause it here with 0.9 seconds left as Maschmeyer catches the puck, and they are going to have one more face-off. I thought we were getting intermission at that point when she caught the puck, but we have one more face-off draw to do. Team Canada hockey cards, Tim Hortons. Get them at your local Tim Hortons. We are going to be opening a pack here. We're going to be opening 3 packs this stream. We are looking for a donut card. I would love a Boston cream donut this afternoon. I can open this pack of cards. I could get a donut card. There's 200, there's thousands of donut cards, $250 Tim Hortons cards, a lot of donut cards. There are 29 signed Nathan MacKinnon cards. Signed Nathan MacKinnon card could be in here. Signed Sidney Crosby card could also be in here. Let's see what we get. I'm going to open them with you. So the middle card, I'm holding it here because I don't want to see what cards is there. I want it all to be a surprise for all of us. So the middle card is the special card. So how I do this is I pull the back one and then I pull the front one. So this is the back card. It's going to be a base card. Joe Nieuwendyk. Joe Nieuwendyk base card. Joe Nieuwendyk played with the Olympic team in Salt Lake City and Nagano. That's 2002 and 98. Nieuwendyk in 2002 had 1 goal, 1 assist. In Nagano, he had 2 goals, 3 assists. So we got a Joe Nieuwendyk. I'm going to pull now the front card. And Renee Desbiens, the backup goalie for today. She played with Beijing. She played in Beijing for Team Canada 2002. Had 5 wins, 0 losses. A 940 save percentage at Beijing. And she was also there in Pyeongchang, but was the backup goalie in Pyeongchang. Only got into 1 game where she had 1 win and a shutout. And Renee Desbiens, there you go. Actually, Kaylee Osborne's technically the backup goalie for today. They're giving Renee Desbiens the full day off. But the other goalie for Canada at these Olympics, Maschmeyer's they're starting today. And then Kaylee Osborne's actually backing up. So there's the technically right for you. All right, last card, the middle card. This is the special one. What is it going to be? Are we going to get something? We got Renee Desbiens again. Has that ever happened? Of all of the packs we've pulled, have we ever pulled 2 of the same player? What is going on? Tim Hortons. So this is a gold medalist card. We have quite a few of the gold medalist cards, actually. So, this isn't a gold. This is a program of excellence card. So let's organize that correctly. Here's the gold medalist card. So this will add to our gold medalist card collection. I've actually been keeping them all organized with the ones we have. So this Henri Desbiens gold medalist card goes with the Eric Lindros gold medalist card, the Steve Yzerman card, Brant Clark gold medalist, Emily Clark, and Steve Yzerman again. So we have 2 of those Steve Yzerman gold medalist cards. I think I said last time out that we have multiple of those Steve Yzermans. I don't need any more Yzerman's cards. What I need is sign McKinnon and sign Crosby, or at least a donut. That's our pack opening, our first one for today. We got a gold medalist card. Amongst the other cards we've pulled, if you weren't here, I'll update you. We had a program of excellence, Blair Turnbull, a Northern Stars, Nick Suzuki, Ray Bork, Northern Stars, and Jordan Binnington, Northern Stars. Those are the specialty cards. And then we had this one, the Celebrated Prodigies, John Tavares. And then we had the duos, Jonathan Marchessault and Mark Stone. And we had Natalie Spooner and Sarah Nurse duos. These are the really nice ones. These ones are worth, I think, like this one, the Natalie Spooner Sarah Nurse card is a $44-ish card. If you want to sell it on eBay, it's probably about $40, according to CanadianHockeyCards.com. And then the Mark Stone Jonathan Marchessault cards going for about $22, according to CanadianHockeyCards.com. So pretty valuable. The duos cards and those other ones I showed you, those are the other middle cards so that we pulled that are not the base cards. And these are all of the base cards that we have. Look at this. Look at this. Look how many base cards we got. Oh, almost dropped them. So yeah, those are the regular ones. All right, let's head into intermission here. I'm going to play a clip for you from the Steve Dangle podcast. And then after that clip, I'm going to be back for more hockey action from Milano Cortina, the women's side playing Germany. They're up 2-0 at intermission here. Actually, let me get to your super chats. What's been your biggest surprise from the P-Dub this year? My biggest surprise from the P-Dub this year. You know what? You know what shocked me? You know what? You know what irked me a little? When Seattle came into this league and they did the most evil thing that's ever been done to the Toronto Scepters in their franchise history, and that's stealing Sarah Nurse. Or sorry, I said Seattle, Vancouver. Vancouver comes in and they take Sarah Nurse in the expansion draft. And I honestly didn't think it was possible. And now we don't have Sarah Nurse in Toronto, and it's a little sad. Because it was awesome having Nursey on the Scepters. And that was the biggest surprise, I think, in the league's history. That Sarah Nurse couldn't be a Scepter for her entire career. Bat Flips and Birdie Putt says, I'm starting to lose belief that a donut card exists. First the Loch Ness Monster, now this. I'm right there with you. How have I pulled so many packs, so many cards, and opened so many packs, and I've never had a donut card? It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. All right, those are your super chats. I'm going to play a clip from the Steve Dangle podcast here for you to enjoy, and I will be back after this.
This is a pretty good time to mention that we've got our Olympic picks via Spark. You can click on it right now. We've all got our graphics done, or our brackets done, excuse me. I'm a little sick. And I have to say, the team we're moving to next is Team USA. And I think they've got the easiest group. Easily the easiest group. And so they might be a sleeper to be the number 1 seed in the tournament because of it. Like, sure. It's a really, really easy go. And they got a great team. Let's go through the lines here. Tkachuk, Eichel, Tkachuk. So Brady on the left, Matthew on the right.
That's that Four Nations line that really worked for them.
It sure did.
Although they did have Matthews between them for a while as well.
I mean, then I think he got swapped out because it wasn't working better. It wasn't working better than what Eichel was doing.
Right.
They could
You know what I was thinking? I was playing that clip from the Steve Dangle podcast, and I was like, would you rather watch that, or would you rather watch Big Dubs? I'm going to play you Big Dubs. Big Dubs is what needs to go on right now. I'm going to bring in big dubs for you. Here's Steve Dangle with big dubs.
Hi. Hello, friends. Steve Dangle here, and welcome to another episode of Big Dubs, where we take a look at the best from around the Western Hockey League over this past week. Where should we start? I have an idea. Here's Prince Albert Raiders star and Vancouver Canucks prospect, Braden Coots.
To the right side point for Cripps now. Cripps.
Hello, friends. Steve Dangle here, and welcome to another episode of Big Dubs, where we take a look at the best from around the Western Hockey League over this past week. Where should we start? I have an idea. Here's Prince Albert Raiders star and Vancouver Canucks prospect, Braden Coots.
To the right side point for Cripps now. Cripps holds onto it, fires towards the goal. It's stopped, but it comes loose to Coots now. He'll walk in, backhand, scores! Braden Coots from an impossible angle. Backhands this one up the roof. Phenomenal backhand shot from Braden Coots, and it's 4-2 Raiders.
I love that goal for less of what happens on the ice and more of what happens in the booth. First of all, the hands, and he just feathers the backhand, no angle. That's a ridiculous goal. But the play-by-play and the color commentary are the only two valid reactions you can have. The first being, what a goal! Oh my goodness, Braden Coots! Like, I don't know if you did that all in one breath or not. And then color commentary just, well... Valid. Coots was drafted 15th overall by the Vancouver Canucks this past June, and he actually made his NHL debut this past October. The 19-year-old has 24 points in 16 games since being acquired by Prince Albert at the WHL trade deadline. Why'd they go out and get him? Well, last week, Prince Albert became the first team in the WHL to clinch a playoff berth this year. Keep making the play-by-play guys lose their minds, dude. Braden Coots. Big dub. For our next highlight, I want to introduce you to Carter Sutherland of the Edmonton Oil Kings. He had 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points in in 1 game as a defenseman.
Bag move, works it into the circle, fire stop, rebound, Hansen on the doorstep, couldn't get it to go. Obo Bifo, he'll pick a pocket, right wing circle, gets it across, Sutherland, scores! Quite find him. 53 seconds to go here in the second. Centering feed. Goincidental stop. Rebound. Score! Carter Sutherland's got 2. It's 7-3 Edmonton. Trying to chip it low. It's knocked down. There's Goincic across. Here's Sutherland circle, cutting his way in. Sutherland, the backhander, rebound, scores! Carter Sutherland is the second Oil King ever to score a hat trick. It's 11-4 Edmonton.
Ridiculous. Those 5 points were in a real nail-biter against Moose Jaw, where Edmonton won 11-4. In that performance, Sutherland became just the second WHL defenseman this season to get a hat trick behind Bryce Pickford. And this was only the second hat trick by a defenseman in Edmonton Oil Kings history. The other was Ashton Sautner in the 2014-15 season. And to put a real bow on it, this 5-point performance, which was a career best for Carter Sutherland, came in his 250th WHL game. Sutherland was selected 135th overall in the 5th round by the Philadelphia Flyers in 2023. But he didn't sign with the team, something to keep an eye on. He had 6 goals and 5 assists in 4 games to become the Tempo WHL Player of the Week. And looking at those numbers, Carter Sutherland. Big dub. Now, let's highlight a name that you should probably already know. He was the first overall pick in the 2025 WHL Prospects Draft. Watch this thievery from Maddox Schultz of the Regina Pats.
Pass it in the middle, hit a stick, rebound Maddox Schultz, here he is, backhander, scores! How do you like that one, Clarence?
Oh, yes, that's the line we were talking about. First and third pick there, Pugh, Schultz. That's the young line.
nasty, but I do want to point something out. On this play, Maddox Schultz stole the puck from a Calgary Hitmen player named Hunter Ora. You could argue that he harvested the puck away from Hunter Ora, technically making this goal Ora farming. Don't boo me! It was very good! I liked it! It's terrible and I'd like to apologize. Now, it would be the Hitmen getting the last laugh in this game, winning 4-3, but Maddox Schultz threw up a goal, this one, and an assist. Get this, Schultz is just 15 years old, and he's eligible for the 2026 draft? Nope. 2027 draft? Nope. The 2028 NHL draft. In just 20 games, the 15-year-old forward already has 16 points. He's off to a pretty good start. Maddox is helping Regina fight tooth and nail to get into the WHL playoffs, something they haven't done since Connor Bedard was on their team. Good luck to the Regina Pats and Maddox Schultz. Big dub. I don't think that'll be the last time we see him. Hey, speaking of guys that we're not going to see for the last time, Landon DuPont of the Everett Silvertips. The prodigy returns to Big Dubs. What does he have in store for us this time?
DuPont stepping in towards the net, shot blocked. Picked up by Smith. DuPont gets it back right side to the net, he scores! Power play goal for Landon DuPont! Silvertips grab back the lead!
That was clinical. First of all, I know that goal felt amazing. It was a tie game late in the third, 2-2. Look at the shots. 44-18 for Everett. They wanted that one. But Landon DuPont taking a shot. It's blocked. All right, I didn't like that side anyway. Let me go to the other side and rip it. Landon DuPont is preposterous. 46 points in 47 games. As a defenseman, in his second year in the WHL, he's 16 still. That's his 13th goal of the season. He scored 17 last year. We'll see if he can beat that total. By the way, I can do math. That gives him 30 career WHL goals before his 17th birthday, and there's still time to get more. As a right shooting defenseman, this kid is going to go very, 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 very high in the NHL draft when it's his turn, because he's not even eligible yet. On Monday, February 16th, DuPont will finally play his first WHL game in his hometown of Calgary. He's played 110 games in the WHL, and he hasn't played in his hometown yet. The reigning WHL Rookie of the Year is eligible for the 2027 NHL draft, so remember that one as well. Landon DuPont, Big Dub. We got time for one more highlight in this week's edition of Big Dubs. Let's go to Ethan Hughes of the Spokane Chiefs.
Stevenson will carry the puck, now leave it back. Alstead poked away there by Hughes. He's coming on a breakaway. Hughes down the middle, comes in, backhander shoots, and scores! Ethan Hughes! With 2:50 left in the second, and Spokane out to a 4-1.
Ew! That is like a highlight reel bingo card. Steals it for the goal, nailed it. Steals it for the breakaway goal, nailed it. And then the filthy hands on that one. That reminds me, and this player was, I don't think he was alive when this happened. Let me just check. I know he might have been. Let me think about, no, he wouldn't have been. It reminds me of Sidney Crosby's famous shootout winner against the Montreal Canadiens in Sidney Crosby's rookie year, which was the 2005-2006 season, which Ethan Hughes was not alive for. Just me? All right, yeah, sure, I'll be old then. They look the same. It's mostly just the leg kick, but then he also tucks it backhand. The Spokane Chief was part of the 2024 WHL champion Moose Jaw Warriors. Now get this. Hughes was diagnosed with kidney cancer and a Wilms tumor when he was just 10 years old. He underwent 19 weeks of chemotherapy before returning to the ice. Now he's played 152 WHL games, played another 20 in the WHL playoffs, and he's a WHL champion. Ethan Hughes, incredible story, incredible player, incredible goal. Big dub. So, my friend, what did you think of this week's edition of Big Dubs? Let us know down in the comments. But for now, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell your friends. SDPN is your place for all things Western Hockey League.
Thank you, Steven, for that edition of Big Dubs, the weekly highlight reel where Steve goes around and he goes around the league and he talks about the best plays that happen each week in the WHL. If you have not checked out like our weekly CHL videos, go watch that. Go watch them every week. Steve does a great job with those, and they need more love. So thank you, Steve, for dropping in and giving us a little of big dubs. This one's from, we're about to drop the puck here in the second period. There we go. They always come back really quickly from commercial break, and they drop the puck shortly after that. There's no wasting time with these Olympic Games. And there's no wasting time for Canada there. Right away, charging to the net, making a play. Laura Stacey trying to find Jen Gardner out front. And there's a shot from deep. German goaltender is able to make the save this time, though. Oh, we got a super chat here from Bat Flips and Birdie Putts that writes, Jesse, I understand you're a golfer. What's your opinion of the TGL League now that it's in Season 2? I wasn't sure at first, but it's growing on me. I'm the exact same way. First year, I didn't really get it. I thought it was kind of silly. But I started understanding like the scoring system and the rules and everything. And it works. It works as an entertainment product, something you can turn on and just have fun watching. Here's Sarah Fillier coming in on the right side. Shot high. Misses the net there. Sarah Fillier with a nice chance, though. Claire Thompson shooting from the blue line. She scored on that earlier. This time, fans on the shot. Abstrider has to save the next one, though. After she fans on it, she gets another one. Abstrider does make this save. Doesn't let it squeak through and allow a goal like on the other Claire Thompson shot. Canada dominating the first 2 minutes of this period. The puck's played down the ice by the German team, and that is an icing. This puck's existed at one side of the ice for this period so far. They're showing the goals from the younger players on this women's team, and that's something we've been preaching. Like, you need to lean on Gosling and Gardner. Like, you need to lean on these young players. They've been the best players on this team so far in this tournament. Emmers Mashmeyer plays the puck behind her own net. Back up to her team. Germany's able to get that puck back. And they send it in deep and go for a change. 4-0 Finland? Oh my goodness, how much time is left in that game? Finland's dominating Italy. Italy's looking like how we thought they would look like, right? In their first 2 games, I've been so impressed by the Italian team. They've played unbelievably well for the talent they have on their roster. Oh, thank you for the update on the time left. More than half, 15:56 to go in the second. Thank you. Oh, we need to fix this time here for you. We got a stoppage in play here. Abstrider covers the puck here after a good chance there. Julia Gosling hanging out in front as she has been all game. That's what she does really well. Love that. Can't get it past Abstrider this time, though. We have a poll. Thank you, Justin. I'll get to this in a second in our break in action. That's a good poll. We have a super chat here from Bat Flips and Birdie Putts that says, Jesse, what can we expect for any Jays content or streams this season? So my Jays content has not stopped. I do videos on any transactions or news that comes out of Blue Jays land. Like yesterday, you can find a video on the SDPN channel or my channel because I think we collabed on that post. So you can subscribe to my channel there, and you can find a video about the Jesus Sanchez trade where they sent Joey Loperfido to the Houston Astros. So expect that all year round. Like, that's been churning out. But in terms of streams, doing this stuff for the Toronto Blue Jays, you can get that for the bigger games, like opening day. Oh, here's a chance, 2-on-1 for Canada. Jenner, no, save Abstrider. Oh, my goodness. Toe save. Her biggest one of the night. Wow. It turned from a 2-on-1 to a 2-on-0. And Jenner can't backhand that one past the German goaltender. What a save by Abstrider. My goodness. That's good stuff. Germany now, with their first pressure of the period. There's a shot on goal. Their first 2 shots on goal come in that little rush there. They're up to 5 on the afternoon. Canada was hemmed for a little bit there, and they're able to get the change now. And that's going to be an icing call on Canada, so it's going back the other end. There you go. By the way, just to finish my thoughts on the streams, I'll be doing streams for the bigger Jays games. So, opening day, you'll have a Jays stream from me. And then sporadically through the season, maybe on like Friday nights, we'll pick games, but we'll get some Jays streams sprinkled in there. And then obviously the whole playoffs, once again, will be a very good time. And I have to get this poll about the donut card because it's very funny. Let me just sip my coffee. Dakota asks, what's the best hockey game y'all have ever watched? Personally, 2014 final women's. My entire school basically shut down to watch the final. What a game. I don't know if this is... Oh, here's a chance for Canada in front. Oh, great save. Sarah Fillier had a great chance there out in front to make a play on that Darryl Watts pass, but Abstrider makes a nice save there. 2-0 it remains. She's really turned up her game, Abstrider, after that bad goal that she let in on that Claire Thompson shot. Best hockey game. That was a really good question. Because I was thinking about this recently, and I don't know if it's the best hockey game I've ever watched, but it's got to be up there. It's the Four Nation Finals from last year. That level of hockey is a level of hockey that we only get in these moments where it's truly best on best. But because best on best had been delayed for so long, because the talent in the NHL to me is tenfold in comparison from 2014 to 2025 when we played that game. So that level of play is something that I don't think we all remember that NHL players are capable of getting to. Because even when you play like the best two players in the best two teams in the NHL, when it's the Avalanche against, I don't know who you want to name, the Avalanche versus the Stars or the Wild or the Oilers or some team that's really hot. Even then, the fourth liner isn't Marner. Like, JT Miller's on a fourth line here. Sidney Crosby's on your third line. This level of play and the fact that hockey players, when there's something on the line, they got to go all out. There is no half rear-ending a hockey game. You got to go all out no matter what. And in this game, they were going all out for this pride of their country and the pride of we're doing best on best for the first time. That might have been the greatest hockey game I've ever watched. Honestly. It was unreal. Here's a penalty on Sarah Fillier. She got tangled up at center ice. And, yeah, laid a body check. You can't do that. Can't do that, Sarah Fillier. That's legal in the P-dub, not legal at the Olympics. Here is an opportunity for Germany to get back into this game. James says, love rewatching Steve's winning goal call sometimes. Yeah. Steve did a fantastic job. Germany here, they're going to start from back in their own end. And their breakout is unsuccessful. I've been calling that all day long. Canada's been stopping those breakouts by Germany just by, going up to the puck, trying to do a little stick check on that puck carrier, and it's been really effective. Just challenge the defense stepping up. There's no point in sitting back here if you're Canada. You have the more skilled players. You can challenge a little. You can challenge, and they've been doing it, and it's been effective. Minute here left in the power play. Canada, shorthanded chance. Doesn't lead to a shot, but they kill a bunch of time there. There's Kluge. Dangles. 2-on-1 finds the German player out front and skirts over her puck. Or her stick, sorry. The puck over her stick, and she can't complete the one-time play. Germany. Wow, 1-on-3 there. They had a real shot if they could just connect on that one. There's a shot from the face-off dot. Saved by Maschmeyer. That was Kluge. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Takes 1-on-3. Oh. The handedness of the German player who tried to receive that pass definitely threw her off. She couldn't do it on the backhand. Couldn't quite get there. She couldn't get that on her backhand, just kind of reaches for it. They can't complete the nice opportunity there. Did that puck hit the post off that Maschmeyer save? Canada's able to kill that power play there. One shot on goal there for the Germans. And Canada's going back the other way. There's Sarah Fillier. Katie Tabin with a shot. Doesn't get through, though. Bodies in front, block that puck. Here's Sarah Nurse with a shot. Goes wide. Sarah Nurse, no goals at these Winter Olympics. Canada here trying to pressure the puck, but the players on the ice go for a change there. The Malte Nurse line. Oh, there's Kristen O'Neill with a little shot. Fourth line comes out. Kristen O'Neill immediately has a little backhand opportunity on net. Nothing coming of that shot, though. It was a good save. Puck goes the other way, and we have an offside call. Nearly halfway through the second period here. Still 2-0 for Canada. Solid play here. Drop the puck once again. I hope you've all been enjoying your Valentine's Day so far. I have a poll that I've been teasing that I need to read out. Justin Fisher posted this one, I believe. It said, who will rip the donut card first? Steve, Adam, or Jesse? Steve got 39% of the votes. Adam got 33% of the votes. And me, who wanted the donut card the most, was last place, 28% of the vote. We've pulled so many darn cards. Look at all these cards. Look at all these cards. And none of us have pulled the donut card. Look at all this. Look at all this. So many cards. There's even more in there. It's not even fanned out fully. And look at the stack. That's a lot of cards. And we got no donut cards. So we'll be searching for that still. Coming up in the second intermission, I will be doing another pack opening for you. And we will be looking for the signed Sidney Crosby cards, the signed Nathan McKinnon cards, or that donut card. Dakota Perrin said, I pulled the donut card on my third pack. Boo! You lucky? You lucky son of a gun. How dare you? I want that. Oh, Jacob says, I pulled one on my first pack. Yeah, there's like thousands of them available. And I don't know how we pull the donut card. It's crazy. We are about to drop the puck here again. There we are, and Germany sends it in deep. They do a little dump and no chase as Canada goes back and retrieves the puck. There's MPP coming up on the rush. Tic-tac, no! She can't get the pass back. Oh, it was Poulin to Watts, Watts back to Poulin, but MPP was going past the net and could not complete the play. That was a nice one. Barely misses the connection. And we have icing by the German team again. That was a nice little tic-tac-toe. We're going to also play, we're going to play a game of Name That Man. I have a whiteboard here. There's nothing on it right now. But I write down here a name of a current NHL player, and we will play, 10-ish questions. And I'll give you hints on who that player is, and the winner in the chat will get my love and affection for Valentine's Day as a reward, and a dancing raccoon on the screen in their honor. Yesterday we had Artem Zub as one of the men you had to name. Tyler Toffoli was also one of the men you had to name. Also, as Robert Malloy, or is it Robert on the chat or Justin? Says one of the Justins or Roberts on the SDPN chat says, help the stream, hit like. Yes, hit like on the stream. Oh, it's Justin. Hello, Justin. Justin, I thought it was Robert this whole time. I thought both of you were there, and then you sent me the poll, but I thought that Robert was running the SDPN account. I don't know why I thought that. We have an icing here again by the Germany team. Yeah, poor Justin, the forgotten child. All right, I got to pull up the man we're naming. What man should we name? Okay, I got to pull up their DB, so I have some info on them, and I can list some things for you. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a really good one. I'm gonna get everybody with this name, that man. Nobody's gonna get this. Are we getting a penalty here? Coincidental minors? Of course. Of course Emma Malte is involved. Of course. Of course. The most predictable player to get an unsportsmanlike conduct call for a little jawing back and forth, a little slash, is Emma Malte, along with the German captain, are in the box for unsportsmanlike conduct. Coincidental minors. We're still at 5-on-5 here. That is hilarious. Spooner shot, Abstrider save. James says, officially hit 2 years of VIP. Reminder, everyone sign up for VIP or still do bird whisperer stuff and send to Paris to wake you up at 2 a.m. Yeah, sign up for VIP. It's a great idea. Thank you, James, also for subscribing for so long. 2 full years. That's awesome. Canada wins a bronze medal in 500-meter speed skating. That just flashed on the screen. That's awesome. Another medal for Canada. No gold still. All right, I'm going to write this man on our board here. Renata Fast gets the puck taken from her. Germany's going the other way. Coming in with speed, but they can't capitalize on it. I think Fast was looking for a penalty there. Fast is going down the other way. 1-on-1. Is that off the post? Oh, it's a save. Nice shot there. Good save there. Canada not able to capitalize on their opportunities here. No finish, but great D. Like, I can see them winning this game 3-0. Not very high scoring, but solid defense. Like, I don't see Germany breaking through and getting anything. We'll see. I can't say the S word. We're a little too early for that. Bat Flips and Birdie Putt says, we going to get a Fat Guy Corner Olympic edition? I think we should. That's a great idea. We should do that in the next podcast to try and see if we can find the in-arena food they're serving in Milano Cortina at these events, and then we'll rate it on a Fat Guy Corner. All right. Name that man. On this whiteboard, a current NHL player is named here. This player is Canadian. They play for an American team. They're from Mississauga, Ontario, which is my hometown. Me and this player share a hometown. They play for an American team, defenseman. They are, do I give out the draft year just yet? I've narrowed it down a lot. First person to throw out the name of this player wins. Not Drew Doughty, not Stamkos, not Tom Wilson, not Thomas Harley, not Celebrini, not Taves. Devon Taves, I guess. Here's a shot from deep for Canada. Goes wide, out of the zone. Dylan Strome is incorrect. It is not Emo Jalapeno, the NHL player, who did not crack a beer this morning. Casey Cizikas? No. They play for a West Coast. A West Coast. Western Conference West Coast team. Not a Canadian one, an American one. Defenseman from Mississauga, 2015 NHL draft. 2015 NHL draft. Sean Dursey is incorrect. Makar, hey, we got it! We got it! We got it! Page Corner Cafe. Page Corner Cafe. Vince Dunn. Well done. Haha, get that? Well done. It is Vince. This round of applause is for you. We got to stoppage and play there. That's going to be a penalty. This confetti is for you. This round of applause is for you. And this dancing raccoon, MPP getting into some stuff here. And this dancing raccoon, as we head to a commercial break on my television screen, is for you. Congratulations, Page Corner Cafe, who correctly named that man Vince Dunn. Hold on. Let's bring up Vince Dunn. There's Vince Dunn. There it is. He's very serious. Very serious Vince Dunn. Just stern looking Vince Dunn. You have won yourself a dancing raccoon. Page Corner Cafe. Well done. We'll play another game of Name That Man coming up at a later portion of this program. We will also be opening hockey cards at a later portion of this program. At the intermission here, we will open up another pack of Tim Hortons hockey cards. That was Julia Gosling getting run over there. Yeah, I went based off of Hockey DB. It says Mississauga, so that's what we're going with. We're getting a face-off as Canada's on the power play here. They win it back, but lose it at the line. They got to chase it back in their own end. Let's see if they can regroup here and enter the zone and get another one on the scoreboard here. All right, they're setting up. MPP's getting in her spot. Renata Fast has got it on the blue line. She sends it down low. Bounces off a body in front. Did it go off Spooner? That's a goal for Canada. Spooner does touch it. That's a goal. 3-0. Net front Natalie. Sarah Fillier shoots it on net. Oh, I don't, did Natalie redirect it? No! Natalie Spooner doesn't touch it. Sarah Fillier shoots it right in. Oh no! That's another really bad one by the German goaltender. Oh, she's got two bad ones today. Spooner doesn't touch it. Sarah Fillier from Renata Fast and Daryl Watts shoots it right in from a bad angle. Well done, Sarah Fillier. All fill, no spoon. Thank you, Justin. Whew. You gotta really feel bad for Abstrider, because if she's able to make 2 saves here, this game could be a 1-goal game. If she's able to make 2 saves on 2 bad shots, it could be 1-0. Let's play the goal button one more time. Celebrate that Sarah Fillier goal. Power play goal. You love to see it. Canada taking advantage of their opportunities. Abstrider, she's like not a bad goaltender. This isn't some unknown goalie from wherever, you know? This is PWHL Montreal's backup goaltender. She's just having an off night. And I feel for her because those are 2 goals you got to have. And in a game where you are outmatched so heavily talent-wise, you need your goaltender to be solid. And she hasn't been so far. And there's 2 goals on the board that shouldn't be, if we are being 100% honest with it today, which we always should be honest with it, you know? Like, there's no reason not to be honest with it. So, tough one there from Abstrider on her afternoon. You don't like to see that. 3-0 Canada. 40 seconds-ish, I should say. 40 seconds-ish in English left in this second period here. 6-0 Finland. My goodness. Capo Caco with a hat trick. My goodness. Finland is not messing around against Italy here. They are taking care of business. Oh, no, it's not a Hattie. You lied to me. Where you at? Hi, Kurai? I can't say your name. Good thing I can't say your name because you lied to me. I'm calling you out. You said it was a hat trick. Kurai, 84. No hat trick. There's 2 goals. Okay. We are at the second intermission here. We are at the second intermission. That means we get to open up a pack of hockey cards. Tim Hortons hockey cards. Actually, let me get the booklet to show you off what we're doing here. Let me drop this score bug for you. There you go. Okay. Tim Hortons hockey cards. You can get this little booklet too at Tim Hortons. You can fill it in. We put the Sidney Crosby card. We pulled the Sidney Crosby base card. It's the #1 card in the pack because they have them all listed here. Here's every card you can collect. And the #1 card is the Sidney Crosby base card, so that's the order we put it in. And we haven't put the rest of them in the booklet yet, but you can get this at your local Tim Hortons. You can get the pack of cards at your local Tim Hortons. We are looking for a donut card. We are looking for a signed Nathan McKinnon card. There are 29 of those. We're looking for a signed Sidney Crosby card. There are 87 of those. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to open it with you, so I don't want to see what's in the pack. So we're going to do this. Okay, there we go. Got it open. The middle card is the special card. The one on the top is the base card, and the one on the bottom is the base card. So I've got it open here. We're going to pull it, and I can't see. There we go. Okay. Base card is Travis Konechny. I don't know if I have a Travis Konechny yet. Travis Konechny played in the World Championships in 2025, had 3 goals, 10 assists, 13 points in 8 games. Wow. Konechny went off at the World Championships. Also played at the Worlds in 17, the World Juniors in 16, the Ivan Halinka in 14, and the U under 18 in 14. Travis Konechny base card. Okay, our other base card is a Mason McTavish. This is a new one. A Mason McTavish card. He played for Team Canada at Beijing 2022, only had 1 assist. Mason McTavish, good player. Good player. Okay, here it is. The middle card. What are we getting? Let's see. It is a Program of Excellence card. Robert Thomas. Robert Thomas, Program of Excellence card. Thomas has skated for Team Canada at a pair of tournaments and has racked up 7 points, 1 goal, 6 assists, 7 points, while appearing in 13 games. Okay, I'm going to look up hockey cards. I'm going to look up the value of that one and tell you what we're looking at here. Let me see. No, that's not the right ones. Tim Hortons. Okay, here we go. So I'm on CanadianHockeyCards.com, and we're going to try and see how much this one is worth, the Program of Excellence cards. Okay, so the Program of Excellence cards aren't worth as much as the Duo cards. Robert Thomas, I'm going to bring it up on the screen so everybody can look at the same time as me. Let me just get that for you here. Sorry, I'm doing all this in real time. Boom. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Okay. So this is a Program of Excellence. Robert Thomas, and you can see, it's $3. $3. This isn't, it's 1 in 8 chance. 1 in 8 chance to pull this. $3. It's better than the base cards. It's not like the Duo cards. It's all right. We love you, Robert Thomas. We appreciate your presence here on this stream. I was talking to Robert Thomas. I turned to him and I started talking to him. It's a good-looking card. That's facts. Jacob Betts, facts. We're going to put that with our other Program of Excellence cards. We have a Blair Turnbull. Oh, the Blair Turnbull Program of Excellence is a $6 card. Look at that. Okay, so our Blair Turnbull one is actually worth a decent amount. Double the Robert Thomas card. The Blair Turnbull, double Robert Thomas. How about that one? More rare. More valuable, I should say. That's a good pack pulling. I like that one. I like that set I got. That was a good variety. A McTavish, a Konechny, and a Program of Excellence. No complaints with that one. Go to your local Tim Hortons, pick up a pack. They're fun to open up. We're still looking for that donut card. We're still looking for the Nathan McKinnon signed card, and we're still looking for a Sidney Crosby signed card. Only 87 of those available in Canada. I'm going to play for you a clip from yesterday. I made a video about the Blue Jays trading for Jesus Sanchez from the Astros in exchange for Joey Loperfido. So I'm going to play that for you, and after that we will be back for the third intermission. Little Jays content for you
when
here.
When the Blue Jays front office likes
on
something,
your
they really
Saturday
like it,
afternoon.
and they chase
this
after
is the video that's
thing.
going to play. Let me just get this audio all set up for you, and enjoy. I'll be back right after this with a little more hockey action in the third period. When the Toronto Blue Jays front office likes something, they really like it, and they chase after that thing, and they get a bunch of guys who emulate that thing. We talked previously about the pitching of the Toronto Blue Jays having great whiff rate. They love swings and misses, and the front office has built their staff with guys who create swings and misses. And now today, we have another example of something the front office loves chasing after in their players. And this time, it is bat speed. And because I think that's the thing that it comes down to with the trade today between the Astros and the Blue Jays, where the Blue Jays acquired Jesus Sanchez and they sent Joey Loperfido to the Houston Astros. They are banking on an incredible bat speed, a world-class bat speed out of Jesus Sanchez, translating into something more special than Joey Loperfido's ceiling, as long as Sanchez can work with Dave Popkins, who has been a magical hitting coach in Toronto, and turn his game around. Right now on the screen, if you are listening, I have the average bat speed of all the Major League Baseball hitters from last season. And you will see at number 16 right there, Jesus Sanchez sitting right above Shohei Ohtani at number 17. The average bat speed for Jesus Sanchez is 75.9 miles per hour, which is world-class. Like I said, it is incredible. That is a fantastic number. He's right there with Shohei Ohtani. He's right below Addison Barger, and we will get to that shortly as well, the parallels and the comparisons with Addison Barger. But let's focus on Sanchez, the acquisition for the Blue Jays today. So we're just going to scroll back up to this little chart here on the StatCast website, and you will see along the x-axis here, I have the stat that we just pulled up. Bat speed, the average bat speed. And you will see over here, if I highlight this area right there, oh, there's Jesus Sanchez way along the side of the x-axis. But if we go up to this side on the y-axis, you will see the other stat we have highlighted here is squared up / contact. So the amount of squared up hits and contact they've made with those swings. And if we go back to where Jesus Sanchez is on this list, you'll see him there, and you will see this little quadrant. If we go a little higher on the y-axis, there is Shohei Ohtani, there is Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and there is Aaron Judge. They are in this little secret corner by themselves where they are reasonably high on the y-axis and very high on the x-axis. This is the elite of the elite hitters. And if you will notice, if we go down what I just did there, from Shohei Ohtani straight down, you will run into Jesus Sanchez and Addison Barger. So in this little quadrant here where we have the elite of the elites, you have one Blue Jay in Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who qualifies for both of the accesses. You have him there with the Aaron Judges of the world and the Shohei Ohtanis of the world, which are only the three of them. But we have two hitters here in Addison Barger and Jesus Sanchez, who are also Blue Jays, who have a high average bat speed, but don't quite get squared up as often as the elite of the elite. But that is something to build on and to invest in your hitters, because they have the underlying metrics of somebody who is a really great hitter. With Anthony Santander now out for 5 months, we went over that in the last video, Ross Atkins is looking for more power, and he has the potential here in Jesus Sanchez to recreate not all of the power that Santander had. You're never going to get that in a trade like this, but he has the underlying metrics of a really good power hitter, and Ross Atkins is betting on the system of the Blue Jays that they can turn Sanchez into the player that the Marlins thought he could be and the Houston Astros thought he can be. Last year at the trade deadline, the Astros acquired Sanchez, and he was a complete disaster for him, and that's why he is available right now. He's not available because he's otherworldly and great. No, you're only going to get a guy in a trade like this where there's a project and there's money to be paid that you don't care about. As Keegan Matheson writes on MLB.com, the 28-year-old Sanchez is owed $6.8 million in 2026 and has a year of arbitration remaining beyond that. The Blue Jays are taking on money here, but also giving up a level of flexibility, as Loperfido has one option year remaining and could have been shuttled between AAA and the majors as a valuable depth piece. just as he was a year ago. The Blue Jays are clearly betting on something here, and it's easy to see exactly what that is. Ross Atkins, meeting with the media today, told us what he thinks that is.
Really excited about Jesus and how he fits our team. They give the roster another option, give Schneid's another option to deploy. The offense is a good complement as well, but he's a good two sides of the ball player, runs the bases well, can steal bases, but the power's real. He hits the ball as hard as anybody, and that's a good fit for us.
All of that is to say the Blue Jays believe in the advanced analytics of Sanchez and that he has not reached his potential, but they can get him to that potential. And they do not care about that $6+ million that's owed. And the Houston Astros probably definitely cared about that $6 million and are very happy to get rid of it for a player who can fill in that slot adequately in low Porfido, but doesn't have the same ceiling as Sanchez. Now, this isn't all just, hey, this is awesome from the Blue Jays, because we should be concerned that all of this hitting comes against right-handed pitching. He's not going to be able to hit lefties. He has not proven in his career that he can hit lefties. But that's where the Blue Jays' depth comes in. In my eyes, you're going to have to manage Sanchez's at-bats against lefties. He can't be in the lineup every day. This isn't an everyday player because he can't hit everyday pitching, and that'd be like both sides of the mound, both arms. He can't do that because he has not shown he can do that unless you can magically turn him into somebody that can also hit really good lefties. He's not going to be every day in the lineup. So that gets us to some of the lineup discussions because they have taken Lo Porfido out of there and we are inserting Sanchez, who's probably going to only play against lefties. Ross Atkins gave some insight into the lineup, saying Nathan Lucas is going to be an integral part of this. Moving forward, fully expect him to be making a significant impact. I could see outfields where we have 3 left-handed hitting outfielders and Addison's playing the infield. So that versatility just adds options for us. He's telling you right there, Davis Schneider and Nathan Lucas with Varsho in center field and Addison out there in right. Those are the guys he's going with. Sanchez is the depth piece. And when they need Sanchez's lefty bat in the lineup, Addison can easily play third. He's played there a whole bunch. We've seen him be successful at third base. And Addison learning third base is good protection just in case Okamoto doesn't work out and isn't able to translate his game from Japan to Major League Baseball. That's what he's talking about with that versatility. You're getting a lot of guys who can play a lot of different roles, and you're getting a very high ceiling player in Sanchez. And we do need to be a little honest here about Joey Lo Porfido, because we do have this thing where we talk about Lo Porfido like he's a prospect and a project, and we kind of know what Lo Porfido is right now. With Sanchez, there's he could be a little better something. And at least there we're chasing a higher ceiling instead of having a steady flat ground with Lo Porfido. I don't think the defense is dissimilar at all. I think the base running is better with Sanchez, and then the hitting might not be there right now where Lo Porfido's at, but the potential of that bat speed to get going with better contact numbers means that Sanchez's hitting ceiling is higher. So if we're even on defense, better on base running with Sanchez, and higher potential with the hitting with Sanchez, I can see why the front office made this move. And you earn back that money with a couple more Rogers cell phone contracts to everyday people paying whatever hundreds of dollars a month for their cell phone bills, and you make back the $6 million that you might lose on a Sanchez deal in case this thing doesn't work out. So who cares about the money? We have here a potential for a really good player that can hit right-handed hitting really well. I'm going to miss Lo Porfido because he loved Toronto. He loved his time here. He spoke with the media afterwards, and that's all he could talk about. So I am going to miss him from strictly a fan standpoint, but this has the potential to really work out for the Jays if everything goes right. Let me know what you think about this trade on the YouTube comments on the Jesse Blake Sports Report YouTube channel. And while you are there, hit like and hit subscribe on the channel. I will be back again very soon. Thank you for being here. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you'll be watching or listening right now, and I appreciate you for that. Good night from Toronto. Somebody needs to shut that guy up. Why is he doing so much yapping? We are back. Third period about to get underway here, and we are about to play another game of Name That Man. If you got any thoughts on the Blue Jays, drop them in the chat. If you got any thoughts on who this man might be, let me know in the chat here. Let me just get up this score bug for you. 3-0 Canada as we wait the puck drop here for the third period. Question here from X in Infinity Fire XX. What do you think of the curling beef? I have thoughts on the curling beef because it's very anti-Canadian of me to say this, but I have to say this. The Canadian team are cheaters. There's evidence of the guy cheating. And they're acting so indignant about this situation when he's literally cheating on international television in front of everybody and trying to get an advantage by doing a double hit with The Rock. And it's upsetting me that he represents Canada and all these other countries are calling him out when he's literally cheating. It's not great. It's not a great look for Canada. It's so bad. Puck drop here, third period underway. Quick shot by Canada, quick cover. I'm gonna pull up the curling cheating scandal, just so everybody can be aware. I have a screenshot of the dude cheating. And he was like yelling at him. He's like, I don't know his name. I don't know the curling guy's names. But I know that I saw the photo of his cheating and I watched the video right there of him cheating. So for anybody who doesn't know, the Canadian curling team, oh, here's a chance by Canada. It's a break by Blair Turnbull. Oh, Turnbull's going to score. Forehand, backhand, Turnbull, breakaway, goal. We'll get back to curling in a moment. Blair Turnbull extends the lead for Canada. That is a pretty play. Does it all by herself. Slides it 5-hole. Well done, Turnbull. Oh no, sneaks right over the pad, not 5-hole. That's a great goal. Beautiful stuff by Blair. And this game, shots are 29-6. The score is 4-0. I think we can all agree it's probably out of reach here for Germany. Canada is settled in. They've looked great all afternoon. I've loved what I've seen. Blair Turnbull just icing on the cake with a feed from Emily Clark. She goes right to the net. Is able to go forehand, backhand, back of the net. That's a goal for Canada. Like I said, 4-0. Very quickly. MPP's out there. She's still waiting for history here. She can tie the record for most Olympic goals, not goals, goals scored by a Canadian women's team player. Hayley Wickenheiser currently has the record. MPP is 1 away from tying the record and 2 away from beating it. She has not scored yet in this tournament. She's missed a bunch of games. But now that she's in there, we are awaiting history. I thought she had it in game 1, but Natalie Spooner actually got that first goal, and MPP ended up having an assist on that one. So we'll still wait for history to happen here. Okay, back to curling. Anybody want to talk about this curling drama? Because I do. We got icing there. by Germany. So I'm going to bring this picture back up. When you curl, you release the rock, and that's it. You release the rock, and that's it. The Canadian team has been double touching. You can see him right there cheating in front of the whole world, and the team that they were playing called them out for it. They called them out for cheating. And the curling dude for Canada was like, no, I didn't effing do anything. You F off. Blah, 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 blah. And there's evidence of him cheating. And he's a darn liar, and I'm upset because he represents Canada. And now again today, the Canadian curling squad are facing the Swiss team, and the Swiss team on his first rock thrown are like, you're cheating. We can see you cheating. And he's like, no, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not cheating. And I feel bad that this guy's representing Canada. I want him thrown off the curling team. I want him fined and banned from representing Canada because that's not what Canadians are about. How dare you say you're Canadian and you go out there and you touch the rock? You're not allowed to do that. And he's a cheater, and he shouldn't be allowed to wear the flag. That's it. That's the ruling. If I was in charge of the Canadian Olympic team, ban him. It made it worse that he was so indignant about it, that he got in this guy's face and told him to F off when the guy was right. He was right to call him out for cheating. Canada's on the power play here, by the way. Just for everybody's, for posterity's sake. Canada's on the power play. They haven't been threatening so far, but here they go, trying to cycle the puck in the zone with the man advantage. One-timer! MPP going for that goal. Cannot find the net. Canada, good opportunity there. Here's Marie-Philippe Poulin all by herself. Tries to find Spooner in front. Spooner can't smash it home. Spooner was all by herself. Oh, and we're going to have a penalty. Sarah Fillier takes a penalty there. 48 seconds left in the power play. Power play opportunity for Team Canada is done. Marie-Philippe Poulin was all by herself at the top of the face-off dot. Finds Natalie Spooner out front for the little tip, but German goaltender makes a good save there to keep that one out and keep this score 4-0. And then Sarah Fillier trying to fish the puck out of the legs of the German player, trips her, and that is 2 minutes for tripping. She goes to the box, and the power play opportunity is over, and Germany will have about a minute and something on the power play after this 4-on-4 opportunity. 8-0 Finland. My goodness. How much time left in that Finland game where it's 8-0? Germany wins the face-off here. 18 minutes left. Thank you. Thank you, Pretty Princess. Thank you, The Game Verse. Thank you, Alex. 18 minutes left. Lonely Plucker says, we got cleared, but it doesn't mean we aren't cheating. Yeah, like, I don't know. They said, oh, it's fine. The Canadians can win that game or whatever, but we're clearly cheating and there's video evidence of us cheating. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that he's even trying to cheat. If he's getting away with cheating, I still don't like it. It's not cool. This is the Olympics. It's about fair play. That Finland is just stomping Italy. Germany here, 45 seconds left on their power play. I also don't know enough about curling to give you like all of the rules, but I know somebody who's cheating and is being really loud when they get called out on their cheating. I know it when I see it. The fact that he's so loud and mad about getting called out for cheating, I think is pretty guilty of him. 8 seconds left here in the power play for Germany. They haven't been strong on this opportunity. I did see Clavicular get an article in the New York Times about all the mogging and face maxing he's been doing and all that. We got to go over that next SDP VIP. Stop here by Mashmeyer. It's going to be a stoppage in play as she makes that save. Solid for this whole afternoon. Mashmeyer's been in net. James says to read the rules. I don't want to read the rules. I want to have a hot take based on one Twitter video I saw and me watching curling once every 4 years. How about that? That's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to gesture goon to the camera, and I'm going to have hot takes about curling in Canada and the flag based on one Twitter video I saw. How about that? I also curled in high school, so take that one. I have history with the game. Our grade 12 gym class, for a portion of our curriculum, we did 3 or 4 weeks. I think it was 4 weeks. We did 4 weeks of curling once a week. So, was it once a week, twice a week? I don't remember. It was like 42 years ago. I'm old now. We did curling in gym, so I have history with the game. That's why I'm allowed to have the hottest take ever about this one incident where I barely know the rules, but I know what cheating looks like, and this guy's cheating, and revoke his citizenship. Okay? There we go. Rusty. Rusty says, as a curler, double touching a rock, super chat from Rusty. This is the official ruling. As a curler, double touching the rock isn't even a good idea. You're more likely to mess up your shot than improve it. Rusty doesn't like it either. So there you go. We're back in action here. They're back from the commercial break. Canada wins that face-off draw, and it's going all the way to the other end where it's behind the net. And Canada gets it back out and gets it over the blue line, and it's back down again behind the net. Natalie Spooner there making a play on the puck. She can't quite get it loose, and Germany's going to come over with that and try a breakout where I assume they're going to be unsuccessful. Yes, they are. As Canada picks up that puck. That's Natalie Spooner in the slot. That's a shot on goal. And a save by Germany. Good little action there. As this game gets to 13:26 left in this third period. Finland is up 9-0. My goodness. When do we put the mercy rule into effect? Another shot from the blue line by Canada there. Save by Abstrider. Emo Jalapeno says, I was MIP in high school ping pong. Hell yeah, your high school had ping pong? That's crazy. That's crazy that your high school had ping pong. Still no Kako Hattie. Here is a face-off win. Germany still not able to get this puck out of the zone. We've been down here for a while, and finally they're able to break out and try and dump and chase. But Canada smothering at the line. They were really effective with this last game. They're really effective with it now. Sarah Nurse loses an edge in the neutral zone. Can't get that puck in there. Everybody's got to regroup. Brianne Jenner there, pick up the puck. I got to read Justin Fisher's volleyball story. As we have Emma Malte entering the zone here. Drops it off to Sarah Nurse. Spun around the back of the net. Brienne Jenner is going to fish it out. Can't do it. And Germany's going back the other way. Sarah Nurse pokes it at center ice. That's no icing. They did get to the line as Germany dumps it. Katie Tabin there. Passing the puck back around to Sarah Nurse. Everybody seems to have taken their foot off the gas here with this 4-0 lead for Team Canada. Stoppage of play there at the blue line. We got a penalty there on Germany. That's going to be holding. Jocelyn Larocque got grabbed there by 17 on Germany, who's just trying to do a little bit too much. Justin Fisher. I was on my elementary school's undefeated volleyball team. Hey, in grade 7, my elementary school volleyball team also went undefeated. We won OFSA, like the Ontario tourney for volleyball. We went undefeated in our region, and then we went to the Ontarios, and we won that too. We were undefeated. Still, I have a videotape of the final game. We were unreal. Continuing Justin's story, the only time I ever saw the court, Canada on the power play, shot, missed, circle, Spooner out front, can't tip it home. Once this pressure stops, ooh, breakaway, Germany! Germany on the break here! Maschmeyer, poke check! Does not poke the puck there, and that is a short-handed goal by Germany. That's the first goal ever scored by Germany against Team Canada. That is history. Dang. I just want to see the replay here. Okay, so Feldmeyer comes down on the break. Renata Fast can't get that puck on the power play. Little slip there at the line for Team Canada. Feldmeyer gets that break, goes forehand, backhand. Puck kind of gets caught up, but she stays with it. And Germany has a goal on the board. Their first ever goal against Team Canada at the Olympics. Feldmeyer, once again, they're showing the replay. Sorry, I want to watch that. Oh, yeah. Unreal by her to stick with that puck. 4-1 now. 3-goal game. It's not over. Justin, I've been trying to read your volleyball story for some time now, and everything is happening in this game once again. Abstrider makes a save there on the power play. Canada's still on the power play, remember. That was a shorthanded goal. Justin, the only time I ever saw the court was when my mom came to watch me once. I gave up a point and was benched again. Thank you, Justin. Round of applause for your elementary school volleyball career. Yeah, the way that goal worked out for Germany there was she fanned on it, as Yannicki 2025 says, she fanned on it, and Maschmeyer missed the poke check. And it gets caught up on her feet. But, like, it's a really good goal from Feldmeyer because she's able to stick with it. That was not easy. And she fans on that initial forehand to backhand little thing, and she sticks with it and is able to shovel it home. Really nice breakaway goal. The shutout is broken for Maschmeyer. She allows a goal here, and it's a goal. 4-1. Power play is done for Team Canada, FYI. They do not convert, and we have less than 10 minutes to go in the third period. Germany capitalizing on one of their few opportunities. Charles asking the important question, who's the worst coach? Sam Hallam for Sweden or Troy Ryan for Canada? It's a close tie. Not a big Troy Ryan guy, this guy on the screen here who's talking to you. Justin Fisher with the correct question. Have you hit like yet? Have you hit subscribe? If you've been here hanging out, please hit like on this video. Please hit subscribe on the channel. I appreciate every single like. I appreciate every single subscription. It's the least you can do for our channel here. Costs you nothing, but is a big deal to us. All right. Germany here, trying to get something back, trying to make this game a game as they are still down 3 goals. They did make history getting their first ever goal against Canada in the Olympics, but it is not going to be enough to win this game. They need a lot more in this next little bit. We have a poll update. Mashmeyer is going to cover this puck as it's rolled slowly to her by Germany, and we're going to head to a commercial break. We had a poll update. Was that Canadian curler cheating? No way, and certainly not. Win out. Thank you, Justin. All right, we are going to wrap here our last game of Name That Man. Not wrap here the stream. Wrap here our last game of Name That Man. We have 2 things to do before we go. We have 3 things to do before we go. 1, watch the rest of the game. That's the most important thing. 2, play one more game of Name That Man. Number 3, open our 3rd pack of hockey cards. That is our 3rd thing to do on our list of 3 things. So, I am writing down here a NHL player, a current NHL player who plays for a Western Conference team. That's your first hint. This player is a Austrian-born player for a Western Conference team. Your job is to name the player on this board in the chat. You will win today if you successfully are the first person to name this player. No way! No way! You knew! No! Did you see me write it? Did you see me write it? You guys could see it, right? Or did you just know because they're Austrian? Julian! No way! Julian! Marco Rossi! No way! Oh, it's just because the Austrian was too obvious? Was that way too obvious that I said Austrian? All right. We got to play again. All right, Julian, you win. Or, sorry, I keep calling you Julian. Giuliani Kolova? Giuliani Kolova. Sorry, just reading your name quickly. Definitely too easy. Name a second Austrian, says Matt. Okay, Juliana Kolova, this dancing raccoon is for you. This confetti's for you. This round of applause is for you. All right. Austrian was way too easy. Can't do that. Erasing Marco Rossi. All you people with your Austrian player knowledge. Well done, Giuliano Kolova. Giuliani. We will get another player momentarily. We will also open up another pack of hockey cards momentarily. There is 6:40 left in this hockey game. Canada is threatening here. MPP still looking for that history-making goal I think we got to go Eastern Conference here. Because we've done a lot of Western Conference players. We got to mix it up, right? We got to do a Eastern Conference team. Current NHL player written down here. This player from where's the place in Alaska that Steve really likes? Christmas, Alaska? Santa Claus, Alaska? That's the one I'll do next. All right, I'm going to write down this Canadian-born player who plays for an Eastern Conference team. North Pole, Alaska. Jeremy Swayman. Who's here? Who's on this board from North Pole, Alaska? Christmas Tree, Alaska. Jeremy Swayman. Actually, maybe I'll do some. Oh, hold on. Let me write this a little different. Let me write down a different player here. All right. Here's a chance by Sarah Nurse. Bringing the puck out front, but she does get stopped there by the German defender who comes back and knocks that puck. So she does not get a shot there. We're going to write down this name. Canadian-born player. I wrote that ugly. I'm going to write their last name a little better, so it's not as ugly when I got to the reveal. Canadian-born player, Canadian team, Eastern Conference, forward. Boom. First name, 4 letters. 5 minutes to go in the third period here. Canada 4-1 lead. They're going to cruise to a victory here against Germany and cruise into the semifinals. Oh, we are going to pause this here. All right. We should do a P-Dub player, but the game is called Name That Man. Phoenix Copley is the one from North Pole, Alaska, right? It wasn't Swayman? Phoenix Copley, North Pole, Alaska. Thank you for the correction. There. That's Steve's favorite thing in the world. Nick Suzuki, incorrect. A lot of Nick Suzukis. A lot of Nick Cousins. Burlington, Ontario born. Represents forward, right winger, forward, right winger, four letter, first name, Canadian team, Burlington. What else? Someone said Mark Savard. Goal Caulfield. What's the next hint? They have, I don't need another hint. We have here the correct answer by Dakota. Dakota answers Josh Anderson. Josh Anderson is correct. Dakota has won our game of Name That Man. I don't even have to get that deep in the hints. Yeah, I'm giving such general bio info, and you guys are really good at this. My goodness. Let's do a round of applause for Dakota. That's a boarding penalty to Team Germany. Canada's going to the power play, and Dakota is getting the dancing raccoon and a little confetti for guessing Josh Anderson in our last Name That Man contest of the day. Canada here, back to the power play. On this power play opportunity, there is something on the line for Canada as MPP has the puck and they're looking for her. History is on the line. If she can get a goal here, that is going to be history making. And that's it! That's it! That is history! Marie-Philippe Poulin follows up the rebound shot and buries it to tie the record for the most Olympic goals in Team Canada history. She shares the top of the mountain with Hayley Wickenheiser. MPP gets back into the lineup and does not waste time making history. There it is. You could see them looking for her. You can see them trying to find it. That is 18 goals all time for Marie-Philippe Poulin. She shares the record with Hayley Wickenheiser, Sarah Fillier, and Daryl Watts. Assist on the history-making goal there for Marie-Philippe Poulin. One more time, the goal horn, and a little round of applause. Thank you all for being here to witness history for Team Canada and witness history for MPP. You know, you probably ask her about that goal after the game. She'll probably just say, you know, I was very just happy to get that win. You know. I think we're going to see her break that record in this tournament. I'm pretty confident we'll see her break that record at some point in the next 5 days. I'd put money on that one. Women to score in 5 Olympic tournaments. MPP, Hillary Knight, Hayley Wickenheiser, and Jana Hefford. That's an unreal list. Hillary Knight's got a goal in this tourney here. The captain of Team America. The veteran presence there, Hillary Knight. All-time great, MPP. That goes without saying. What's the score in the Finland game? Is it 10? You guys are saying? 10 against Italy? That's ridiculous. Joel Armia scored. How much time is left in that game? I got to turn that one on if there's time as this game wraps up. We got to open a hockey pack. A pack of hockey cards. 5 minutes left. Oh, there's only going to be like 2 minutes left when this game wraps. They start around the same times. All right, our final opening of Tim Hortons hockey cards. Go to your local Tim Hortons. We got to be ripping packs, as Lonely Plucker says. 2:15 left here in the third period. Canada's up 5-1. They're going to make their way over the semifinal. Does anybody know who Canada's playing in the semis yet? Is that worked out? Who's on their bracket? 2:04 left there. There we go. Perfect time to open some hockey cards. Go to your local Tim Hortons. Pick up a pack of Team Canada hockey cards. We are looking for a donut card, a signed Nathan McKinnon card, and a signed Sidney Crosby card. The card on the top and the card on the front are your base cards. There's a tripping call there. We're getting a power play opportunity here. Base card number 1. Sarah Nurse, look at that. We have a power play opportunity here for Canada as we pull a Sarah Nurse card. She's not on this first unit here that's out there. So we can't get a Sarah Nurse goal while we just pulled a Sarah Nurse card. MPP is also not out there with the minute 40 left on the power play. Probably a good idea. You don't want to risk an injury there. I think we already have a Sarah Nurse base card, but doesn't hurt to pick up another one. Germany here, they've had a really exceptional PK. Besides that MVP goal, they've been good picking up a shorthanded opportunity earlier and picking up a shorthanded goal earlier. We still have 2 more hockey cards to pull out of this pack as there's a minute left here to play. Katie Tabin going end to end with that puck. Oh, nice hold at the line there. And that's a long shot in that's saved. All right. Other base card we pulled. Quentin Byfield. I don't have this for sure. This is a new base card that I do not have in the set. Quentin Byfield. 2021, played at the World Juniors. 2020, played at the World Juniors. Hlinka Gretzky in 19 and World Under-17s in the 18 season. That's a great base card. So we have Byfield and Nurse. They're giving us all the DEI hockey players in one pack. Next up, Jerome McGinley. I'm allowed to say that. Here we go. It is Celebrated Prodigies, Macklin Celebrini. This is a cool card. I don't have one of these. We gotta check out the value of this one. The Macklin Celebrini Celebrated Prodigies as we reach 10 seconds left in this hockey game. 7 seconds, I should say. We're gonna get a price check on the Macklin Celebrini Celebrated Prodigies. The only other Celebrated Prodigies I have is the John Tavares Celebrated Prodigies. So we got to check out how much the Macklin one is worth. As there's 7 seconds, they are dropping the puck. 3, 2, 1. Team Canada is advancing to the semifinals. Germany has been defeated and vanquished from the Olympics. It is a 5-1 final. And in this game, Marie-Philippe Poulin made history as she tied Haley Wickenheiser for most goals by a Canadian Olympian in history. They share the record. She is 1 away from owning it herself, and I think we're going to get that 1 goal before the end of this tourney. Canada does not know who their opponent is. It is going to either be Switzerland or Finland Monday at 3:10 Eastern Time. That's when I will be back with you streaming here. Let me give Canada a little love here with a round of applause and a little confetti on the board. Dancing Raccoon, why not also get out here? We're going to watch here the rest of this Finland game with Italy. If you want to hang out and tune in with me, we can turn that on. I'm just going to have to find the feed before it runs out. Let's see if I can do that. Oh, is this it? Did I click the right one? Hey, there we go. All right. Minute 11 here left in this game. It is 11-0. Oh, my goodness. Shots are 62-15 for Finland. You guys, lay off a little. Why would you do that? The goal differential for Finland is going to spike to plus 11. On my screen here, because I don't have the score bug for this Finland-Italy 11-0 game. It's 50 seconds left here on the clock. 50 seconds. They're running out the clock here. Finland's still pressuring. Here's a chance. Rupe Hintz coming in on a break. Misses that shot. Trying to make it 12-0. Rupe Hintz doesn't care about the score. He's not going to quit. This isn't... Oh, this is going to tie the largest margin of victory in Olympic history. 1982 Olympics. Sweden beat France 13-2. If my math is correct, that is 11. Finland is going to knock off Italy by 11 here. Largest margin of victory in the history of the Olympics, ties the record. That is unbelievable. Wow. Rupe Hintz trying to go for the record. Does not care there when he had that chance there to try and make it 12. 7.4 seconds left here on my screen. They're about to drop it for one last face-off. Italy, shot on goal, trying to not get shut out. 3, 2, 1. I feel so bad for France. I feel so bad for France. Oh, did I say the wrong Olympics? Maybe I meant 84. I was just trying to listen to the broadcast and repeat the record that they were just saying, because I don't have all of everything like I had for the Canada stream. But Italy, not France. France has at least Texier. Did I say France? France was the record against Sweden. Now we feel for France. I feel for Italy. I got my games mixed up because France had the loss against Sweden in the 84 Olympics, and now Italy's lost here 11-0 for against Finland. I feel for Italy at home losing this game. It's not cool. Lay off a little, Finland. Too many shots on goal. Eventually back off a little. They're the home country. And they've looked so good at this tournament. They've looked so strong. Nobody thought that Italy would show up to this game and score 4 goals so far in this tourney. This is what we thought the games would be. And now we got one where Italy looked like Italy. And it wasn't fun for them and the home country. All right. Tomorrow, Canada is playing France. Sunday, we'll see if Canada can get their goal differential high enough to get the 1 seed against the Americans in the tourney, because this is really going to matter, because if the Americans and Canada reach the gold medal game against each other and they had the same record all along, the goal differential is what's going to matter for the last change and who gets home in the gold medal game. So it's very important that Canada gets the goal differential win against the Americans here in the group stage. It's actually really important for that gold medal game if Canada reaches there against the U.S. team. So we are be rooting for Canada to rout France and put up as many goals as possible to win that goal differential. Team Canada on the women's side, Monday, they are having their semifinal matchup. They will play that Monday semifinal game, hopefully win that. And then the gold medal game is on Thursday, 3:10 Eastern. We don't know who Canada is going to play yet on Monday in the semifinal game. Finland or Switzerland have to play this afternoon in their quarterfinal game to determine who will face Canada on Monday. So we'll wait for that. Yes, 11-0 Finland. It was hilarious. I've pulled all the hockey cards I need to pull. Oh, last thing we need to do. Thank you. Macklin Celebrini, Celebrated Prodigies card. Let's see how much this card is worth. Also, Adam Wild is coming up later today. Team USA against Team Denmark at 3 o'clock. Adam will be playing that, streaming that game, I should say, and hanging out with you all. According to CanadianHockeyCards.com, a Macklin Celebrini Celebrated Prodigies card is worth $4. So we've pulled 2 $4 cards today. That would earn you back the price of the pack at Tim Hortons. This is more money than the cost of the pack. So you earn back your money with this Celebrated Prodigies card. Not on the higher end of the more valuable cards, like the Duos cards. Those are about $40 or like $20, depending on which one you get. But a $4 card out of that pack is pretty decent. And this Macklin one is at the higher end of the Celebrated Prodigies. It's actually the tied for second most valuable Prodigies card, according to CanadianHockeyCards.com. There we go. I wanted to check that before we leave here today. Thank you for hanging out here all afternoon. Thank you to Justin Fisher, who is hanging out on the SDPN chat all afternoon. Justin Fisher writes, thanks for hanging out with us today, folks, especially those who are around for the early stream too. If you're triple headering today, if you were up with Adam at 6 a.m. and then with me at 10 and then with Adam again at 3, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are doing an amazing job for this channel. Please hit like on every stream you watch. Please hit subscribe on the channel. It's been a lot of fun for me today, and I will see you again here on Monday. I think that's it. Anything else I'm missing? That's it. All right. Goodbye.